welcome to day one of Pilates for 30 days with me. Thank you so much for coming. I think you might be crazy. It's going to be quick, just 5 to 10 minutes a day. If you get any problems, don't forget to give me a buzz at any time. If there's something that doesn't feel right, then don't do it. Listen to your own body. But equally, if it's just an ache, because you've not used the muscle maybe for a while or in a specific way, don't worry too much. If it hurts though, that's when you need to listen to your body. So you know your body best, listen to it. We're going to start today by having a look at what normal movement feels like in 4-point kneeling. Hopefully you've got a space. Doesn't need to be a mat, it could just be a rug. So we're going to come onto our 4-point kneeling position like this. So I have my knees hip width apart underneath my hips. My feet are about the same with the tops of my feet in contact with the mat. My hands are coming down underneath my shoulders, but I'm just going to step them forward a little bit like this, just to make my muscles here in my trunk work a little bit harder. My hands are going to be spread nice and wide and planted nice and wide on this mat here as well, so that I can distribute the weight across my hands during these exercises. Now, where should our backs be? Not like this, not like this. We're going to sit right in the middle in the neutral position. So I've talked to you about neutral position in standing. It's the same thing in 4-point kneeling as well. So with your hands on the mat, I want you to just have a go at moving that lower spine. So we're going to arch our backs as high as we can, elbow creases pointing forwards. We're doming that back there. And then if you could take a deep breath in, I want you to exhale, stick your bottom out, and we're going to draw a line forwards with our nose and make that dip in our lower back there. So you can feel you've gone from the dome to the dip, or the cow to the cat, as it's known in yoga. So take a deep breath in and exhale, take it through, face comes forward, and then curving the lower back, we're going to make that dome again, and then prepare, and then inhale as you carve that line forwards again with your nose. Feel that stretch through your back there. Exhale, and inhale, come up. Exhale, dome the back. Inhale, come up. This is really good for mobilising our lower backs here. Whilst we're doing this, our core is engaged. We're pulling in those lower tummy muscles. We're engaging that core to initiate that movement in this cat-cow sequence here. So we're going to come back into a neutral position. So that's midway between those two curves there that we've been practicing with our spine. So we're coming to that middle position with our pelvis, and we're going to engage our core and we're going to centre. So it means the same thing. So we're taking a breath in, and then as we exhale, just pulling those lower tummy muscles a bit, so you're really engaging that core there now. Whilst you're engaging that core, have a practice at breathing in and out, so that you know you can do both of those things at the same time. With your right hand, I want you to take it and just point it out towards the edge of your mat now. And we're going to just draw small circles without staying in that neutral position. We're going to draw circles with our bodies in a clockwise direction. Whilst we're doing this, try to keep your neck nice and long as well. I know you might be peeking at the camera to see what's going on, and that's fine, as long as you come back to that same elongated neck position. Now let's reverse that circle, so I'm going to be going anti-clockwise now. All whilst I'm doing this, my feet are pushing down into the mat, my core is engaged as well. Okay, bringing that hand back. Now take the other hand and point that away. We're going to continue to circle around. So as you can feel, this is really taking our wrist through its range of move. Well, we're sort of stretching that wrist into a position that we might not be used to doing. And in mat work, exercises, we do tend to use our wrists quite a lot, so it's good to know how to look after them. If you're super flexible, by the way, you can turn even more and have your fingers pointed all the way back like this and circle. But if you like me, not as flexible, just tip them out to the side. So we'll reverse that circle from what we were just doing there. Keeping it that core engaged, nice elongated neck, feet in contact with the mat. Alright, so we're suitably warmed up there. Bringing your hands forward again with your fingers spread wide. Just take them a little bit more in front of you now. Curl your toes under. Take a deep breath in to prepare and exhale. We're going to lift ourselves up to hover. Hold it there. Breath in and exhale to lower. And again, breathe in to prepare. Exhale to lift. See if we can hold it there a few seconds longer this time. For 3, 2, 1, and then lower. Again, breath in to prepare. And exhale. We're lifting up. So we're trying not to push through the palms of our hands. We're pushing through each of our digits to distribute that weight of your body whilst we're hovering here in this leg pull position. Breath in and then exhale to lower. Let's do another one. So inhale to prepare and exhale. Lift your body just slightly off the mat there. Inhale and then slowly lower. Uncurl your toes. Let's walk yourselves back into that kneeling position if you're comfortable in this position. Now, with our hands, let's just do a little bit of a relax for our wrist here. So if you link your fingers together, I just want you to draw a wavy kind of line with your hands like this, just to get those wrists moving again after putting them in those static positions on the mat there. Very good. And then take your hands and clasp them together, and we're going to draw a figure of 8 in one direction. And then if it feels good for you, just change the direction around, which might feel really strange. So these are things you can stop and do at any time if you're holding your weight through your wrists, through your hands. Okay. All right, so we'll come back into that 4-point kneeling position. Taking those hands a hand width forward, curl the toes under. Let's find that middle position with our lower back there. Take a deep breath in to prepare and exhale, engage that core. Have a go, make sure you can keep breathing whilst you're holding that position there. And then on your next inhale, we're going to prepare to come into the level 2 of the leg pull. So inhale and exhale, we're going to come up and then shoot forwards. Keep that neck long, come back to the hover and then down. Inhale, exhale to lift and shoot forwards, and then back to the hover and down. Got that? So inhale to prepare, exhale to lift, and then forward, shooting forwards, that's it, and back and down, like you're about to launch yourself off somewhere. Inhale to prepare, exhale to lift, shoot yourself forward, and then back and down. Of course, if this starts to feel too difficult and your back starts to sink, then just come back to the hovers and lowers there. Don't push yourself into something you're not ready for. Inhale to prepare, exhale to lift and shoot forwards. And then back to the hover and down. Let's see if we can make that movement a bit more fluid now. So inhale to prepare, exhale, straight forward and straight back. Let's do another 8 of these. If your back starts to feel like it's weakening and it's curving, go back to the level before. How does that feel? Can we continue? Right, so this time, rather than coming up and straight and back, we're going to go up and back to the hover. 2, and final one. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and then come back onto your knees, uncurl your toes, walk those hands back, and see if you can bring your knees wider, as wide as the mat, and then slide your hands forward. And we're just going to rest our head in this shell stretch here. You can stay here as long as you like. Thank you so much for joining me with day 1, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yay!